Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I do appreciate it, guys. Today's beer comes from Equilibrium Brewing, and this is a collaboration here between Equilibrium and Other Half Brewing. This is their Double Citra Daydream Double Dry Hop Imperial Oat Cream IPA, 8.5% IPA beer balanced by science. And I think Other Half did a version of it too, guys. I'm not exactly sure. It looks like whenever we do a collaboration, a lot of times, especially if the breweries are far enough apart, they'll each do a version of it. So this is the one that was done by Equilibrium out of Middletown, New York. Contains lactose, so another milkshake style beer here, guys. 8.5% alcohol by volume on this one, and I don't see a date. Yeah, I did. I've seen it. It's written in faint white letters on this light pink / white label. Very hard to see for a 70-year-old eyes almost. And it says 1/24/24, January 24th, 24. So it is what it is. Have no control of that. They did make that attempt. I wish they would just all do the same thing. Print it on the bottom. Bing! Everybody looks in the same spot. It is there. No, let's all jump through a bunch of freaking hoops. Yeah, that's what we do. Okay. Alright guys, these boys are out of New York at Equilibrium. So let's jump over to Untapped, see what we got to talk about there. It says here we brewed our HDHC double C HD give me a freaking break. Daydream with OH high density hop charge process using a big base of wheats and oats with multiple layers of citrus in both the whirlpool and dry hop. So Double Citra Daydream is up there with some of our biggest dry hop beers, and to meet Daydream criteria, we finish things off with a touch of lactose, milk, sugar, unfermentable sweetness. HDHC Double Citra Daydream pours an opaque and vivid yellow and has very strong aromas of Alfonso mango. What the hell is an Alfonso mango? Don't know. I've had mango, but I don't know if it was Alfonso. Was it Alfonso? What? I don't think so. Speaking of Alfonso, says here, our biggest drop here, we finish things off with a touch of lactose. HDHC pours an opaque and vivid yellow and has a very strong Alfonso mango and assorted tropical fruit. The flavor is explosive with notes of mango juice, puffy OJ, pineapple nectar, deep papaya, lime gummy candy, dank green grass, and a big pop of rainbow melon. This beer is chewy with Other Half's aggressive hoppy character that balanced with our hashtag EQ juice, making a daydream out of each sip. Pictures here, looks very cloudy, very hazy. So enough of that. That was a mouthful of a nothing but probably a bunch of garbage. So let's jump right into what we got in the can here. Very light pineapple-esque color coming out. Not that bright orange juice, dark, deep orange juice, a little lighter. Quite carbonated though. And that's all we can get in there right now. 2 fingers of head on that pour, guys. Over to the light. Orange juice in the glass. Pretty cloudy, pretty hazy. Decently carbonated. A lot of bubbles streaming up. Looks pretty good. A little thin down here on this part, on the thin part of the glass. For a lactose beer, it looks thin, guys. These milkshake beers are getting thinner and thinner, just like going to the grocery store. The hop bill, or what, the lactose bill, that's what's making it cloudy, is getting thinner and thinner. We keep trimming it away. Before you know it, that's why a box of cereal costs $10. They're going to trim it away till you're paying $8, $10 for a beer and you can see through it. But it's still a lactose beer. I guess all these high prices and shit are just chapping my big white ass. I'm so sorry. It shouldn't cost us much to make these beers. It shouldn't. To the nose we go. Smells good. I'm getting some melons right off the bat. Mango, oranges. I mean, I used to do a lot of rants earlier in my day, and I kind of eased off of that. Maybe I need to jump back into that, because a lot of these prices, since the pandemic, are chapping my ass. Shouldn't cost that much, but I know it's all just being passed on. It's all passed on. It's all passed on. You got to pay more to buy it, so you got to pay more to make it. And you pay more to make it, it costs more to buy it. And it is a dog chasing its tail till it gets too expensive to buy. Let's dive in. Cheers. It'll probably end up coming full circle, guys. It'll get too expensive where this old boy can't afford craft beer anymore. I'll have to go back drinking Budweisers. Something I can buy 30 of them for $5. I hate it. That is super tasty. It's a little thin for my taste for a lactose beer, but it is tasty. A lot of flavor there. And before I pour the final swirly swirl into there, this one, guys, $7.99, $8 for this beer. $8, $8. They're about priced it out of this boy's pocketbook range, guys, being on Social Security. It's I'd say Gregsbeerreviews is very short-lived from here on out. You might get one occasionally, but when this refrigerator batch runs out, they might get a little more sparse, guys. I just can't afford it anymore. Let's go sip on this one. Alright, guys, and to wrap up that rant, and I apologize for this, it's just, you have to realize, in perspective, I'm going to go into the store, the beer store, and I'm going to get a 12-pack. Maybe if I feel lucky, I might get 2 12-packs. They're $8 a piece. This 12-pack's $100. This 12-pack's $100. I got $200 in my hands for 2 12-packs. I remember buying that for less than $10, guys. I mean, I really do. I'm an old guy. So, I got a week's pay in my hand with 2 12-packs. But, that's not a week's pay anymore, but I have worked a week for less than that. So, with that being said, that just tells my age, guys. $8 a pop. Expensive beers nowadays. You pay for what you get, though. Tasty beers for $8. Wow. They are tasty. They are delicious. Tastes a lot better than a Budweiser. I have to say that, but I just don't know how long that this old guy can afford these high-dollar beers. So the beer reviews will probably get more sporadic. Final chug. I like that, guys. That's a solid A beer to me. It is tasty. I mean, it's got all the notes that I'm looking for in a double IPA. I think it, for a lactose beer, it's still kind of thin. I mean, I'm looking for that thick milkshake like we had a week ago, maybe. We did a did one that was pretty. I mean, I want it to look like a milkshake when I'm pouring it out of the can into the glass. And when I can see light through it like that, that's a little thin to me. I feel cheated. You say milkshake, make sure it looks like that. I said, make sure it looks like that. So, with that being said, guys, again, it's an 8 beer. 95 for me. Over to Beer Advocate. If we get the little wheel, run, squirrel, run. No score. 2 new. And over to Untappd. 1,145 people have rated or commented on this beer. 1,100. And it's a 4.26. That's A numbers. Bottom end of the A numbers, but it is into the A category. So, as far as I'm concerned, guys, it's an A beer. It is an A beer. It's an expensive A beer, but I mean, all of them are, it looks like nowadays. If you're going to a dedicated craft beer store, you might get lucky. You know, like I said, I got one or a couple of them for in the $5 plus range, but most of them are that are well known and exclusively sought after beers, like a lot of them are nowadays. They are in that $6.50 to $8 range. So very easily, most of them being in the $7 to $8 range, especially if it's a 7 to 9% beer. So, if you've had double Citra Daydream, this is the Equilibrium packaging version. Like I said, I'm sure other half has got their version, and it may look similar, but I would think it would have a different label on it. So if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.